Right.
All right, now we're going to have Rachel come over in a moment because she told me this morning she's never had a Jimmy the Baker cinnamon roll, and they are worth the trip. I mean, these are amazing. Now, Jimmy the Baker is our original scratch baker. He's been scratch baking for over 30 years. This is one of his most popular items on QVC, and we're super excited about this because you're going to choose either 12 or 24 of these. Now, they come in these cello wrappers, and they'll ship ambient, which is a fancy word for room temperature. Now, these are baked in paper cups. Why paper? Because paper is a poor conductor of heat. We don't want any hard edges. We want every bite of the cinnamon roll to taste like the middle of the cinnamon roll, right? And you also get cream cheese frosting in a tub per 12. And they're not frosted. You frost them yourself. And do yourself a favor and pop these in the microwave for about 10 seconds or so. And then you can either put the icing on before or after your choice. Now we have a choice of 12 or 24. If you choose the 24, you'll get 2 tubs of the icing. If you order 12, you'll get 1 tub. Now it's important to understand that this is an item whose easy pay and price will all go away end of day, and we're not going to be reordering this until fall. This is your final look at it for this season. And yes, we can do auto delivery every 90 days for 1 year. Jimmy Tanico is joining us live via Skype. As he finishes his recovery, we're thrilled that you are feeling better, sir.
I'm almost there. I go for my test for tomorrow, get the complete physical. I did miss Giants training camp, but I think I'll make it back in the studio pretty soon.
Everybody's got to pay a price for good health, right? Now, this is remarkable. This is something that is your hallmark. Now, you were the Customer's Choice Food Award winner in 2023 for Best Cake and Stock Up and Save. So people know your brand very well, but it's the cinnamon roll that really makes it exciting, yes?
That is. And you know what? Because we're coming to you from the bakery, you get to see where it starts, and it's right here. This is the dough. This is the dough that's made this morning that's not going to even know what a cinnamon roll is until tomorrow, because we're going to age this dough so that you get that cake-like texture. This cinnamon roll was designed so it would go into the microwave for as little as 10 seconds, depending on how gooey you like it, not past 20 or 30 seconds. It'll get nice, warm, and gooey. And what you're seeing there is some wonderful goo. And that is the marriage of this wonderful dough, that brioche dough that sits and ages overnight, with that brown sugar cinnamon, that Indian cinnamon. You've heard me say many times, I'm a fan of the Middle Eastern cinnamon, not the Far Eastern. Not as sharp. This is mild. The brown sugar, it certainly matters. We've tried different brown sugars, but everybody knows that very familiar name of brown sugar. That's the only one we use. And it all comes together nicely. You get a nice, warm cinnamon roll.
Now, Jimmy, Rachel has never tried your cinnamon rolls before, so I have
Rachel.
I mean, this is falling off the fork. It's so soft.
Where have you been?
I know.
And I know that's a big bite.
Take this big bite?
Well, you, whatever you're comfortable with. It's so soft it'll melt on your tongue. We'll give you a moment to chew. It's fine, because I gave you a big bite. But I figure if you've never had one before, you need a big bite.
Wow. Oh my goodness, is
Only
that
way
great?
to go.
Isn't that amazing? And it's shipped to you already baked. So you pop it in the microwave for like 10 seconds. And Jimmy, I can't remember, do you like to put your ice on before or after?
I'm an after guy. I like the, you know me, with competing flavors and textures, you get the cool cream cheese on top of the warm bun. That's why I say I want you to keep 1 tub in the fridge. Keep a tub in the fridge. It'll last for weeks in the fridge. If you're getting more than 1 tub, put 1 in the freezer. But it's not going to go bad in the refrigerator. Take off all the wrapper. Don't forget wrapper, the wonderful paper cup. Put that in the microwave. 10 seconds, 20 seconds. You got to kind of feel out what your pleasure is. Bring it out and ice that cinnamon roll. If you love all the gooey mess, put that icing on before, and well, you'll see.
Now, it's important to know we're not going to be reordering this until fall. This is the final look of the season. Now, if people want to keep a good thing coming, you can do auto delivery. Jimmy, how long will these last in the freezer?
Months, like everything else that we do. We've always tested it at 60, 90 days, but we get customers who call us and tell us they've had stuff in their freezer for a year. I have never had somebody call me and say I had it in my freezer and went bad.
You won't have it in there for a year.
If we're more than 60 days, I'm not doing my job, it should be calling your name, but yes, you'll be fine with 60. You can keep 1. You can keep a couple actually in the refrigerator because it's closer to room temperature when you go to microwave it. Yes, you can microwave it from the freezer, but like everything else we microwave, the closer you get it to room temperature, the more even it'll heat in the microwave. Same with the cream cheese icing. Take it out, let it sit for 10 minutes or so. It'll be creamier. That's just, I mean,
Jimmy,
I
these
mean,
are
I'm looking
amazing.
Jimmy, this
I'm taking it
is
with me
one of the
because
best,
it's so
and I've
good.
tasted everything you
So
made.
good.
This is one of the best things
Yes.
that you've made, I mean, ever.
But David, that's a really great shot of the side of the bun and the effect or the lack of effect of the heat of the paper. That side is nice and pale is where we want it, because we want every one of these big cinnamon rolls to be like the center cut, not the toasted or fried edges you might get in a stainless steel pan if you're baking.
Now, all of your cinnamon rolls will be individually wrapped. So moms, dads, grandmas, and grandpas, this is going to be an easy thing for you to store in the freezer, and then know that it's going to be nice and lovely for whoever's going to enjoy this. Hot cup of coffee, cold glass of milk, a cup of tea, whatever you've got going on. Remember, you do get the frosting, and this is cream cheese frosting, yes?
That's correct. It's cream cheese frosting on top of a great big bun. You know, this is big. You know, this is really meant to share, but it's really, we bake it this large because we found that about this size, smaller than this might get a little dry, but on this size is perfect for the microwave because that's how it was designed, that the dough will stand up to 10, 15, 20, even 30 seconds, depending on how crazy you are. But remember, take all the wrapper off, including the baking paper, put it on a plate, and you got a hot, fresh cinnamon roll right in your home.
I mean, really hot. Important to know that this is going to be very, very popular. We're last call on the 24 count. We have fewer than 1,800 left to go around, and we have how many people on .com? 26,000 people are on QVC.com right now.
Wow.
Jimmy the Baker, I tell you, this is one of the best things that I think you bake, and that is saying something because Jimmy bakes a lot of really lovely scratch goods, but this is one of my favorites, and everything is shipped ambient, which is a fancy word for room temperature. These are paper cups. Now, it's important to know Jimmy bakes in paper because that way all of the edges are like the center of the cinnamon roll. They're soft and delicious and gooey and the way God intended. This is the way God and Jimmy intended. So all of this is very, very important. Everybody needs to know also that we're not going to be able to make this available throughout the summer months. This won't be back on the air until the fall. So if you're looking to pick this up, maybe think very seriously about auto delivery. And that way, as long as you stay in the program every 90 days for 1 year, you're going to be covered. And so this is really lovely. Frank, how many are left to go around now? 1,500 remaining. 600 people placing orders. 24 count is now last call. What they call that is a race to the finish line. Everybody is racing, racing, racing. Jimmy, good luck with your final doctors and test appointment tomorrow. And we hope to see you back in studio soon, okay?
Same here. Good to see you, David.
Nice to see you, buddy. All right, now we're going to do a whole outdoor vignette because I hear the weather is clearing.